So, good evening. We are back again for the usual Monday night spots. The Real Talk podcast. Yet another win. Yet again, Aston Villa dropped points. Manchester City were millimetres away from dropping points. And we've got a massive game on Thursday away to an informed Brentford side who are flying at the minute. Man City obviously at home to Fulham, who are in a bit of free fall. Lost their last couple of games quite convincingly as well. But plenty to get through. My striker, Kenny, player of the month.
Kenny's not amused. Kenny's not amused.
He's like, no, not having it. And I thought he was outstanding when he came on. There were some poor performers in the game at the weekend.
Yeah.
But another clean sheet, 3 goals, and quite comfortable. But DJ, how you been, mate?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, all good, my friend. All good. Slowly getting through the winter in this cold environment of mine. But yeah, no, it's all good. Very interesting game, and we will get into it. Very interesting game on Saturday. I know we got the job done and we deserved to win, but I think 3-0 flattered us a little bit. Sunderland kept good possession. They was well organised, tried to frustrate us, and it was all going okay for them until the goal that Zubamendi scored went in, and then they had to change their game plan a bit. But I thought they kept the ball well. And as Arteta said in his post-match interview, you know, they're a very good side. So not many teams have come to the Emirates and had that amount of possession, 50% possession. And but yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, no, 3 points. Wasn't really looking at the City game. I'm in the groove that it's what we do now. I'm not going to be relying on other teams like we have been in the past. To cut a long story short, we should be winning the league. We're 6 points clear. We're the middle of February. If he loses it, then you know it's literally down to us and not other teams. We shouldn't be relying on other teams to get this league won. But all good.
Facts. Absolute
pleasure
facts.
to be here, my friend.
Bless up, man. Pleasure to have you as always. Big up Jezza as well. I know you can't make it, mate. Bless up to you, mate. Hope you're well.
Big up, Jezza.
Matty might make it. He's working.
Hope you well, mate.
So we might have Matty gracing us with his presence in a bit, but if not, then that's because he's obviously overrunning with work. So Kenny, happy Monday, mate. How are you?
I'm all good. Yeah, it's a nice Monday if you win. Always got to remember one thing, that you know, when people talk about title races, you know, and us being under pressure, let's not forget we won our match. So regardless of what happened at Anfield, you know, bar the good performance by City and any controversies that which I'm sure we're going to get into, the bottom line is we're 2 steps away ahead of Man City in terms of we got two more wins than them in terms of the points. You know, 6 points. So that's a good caution to have. And you know, long may it continue. But you know, this is going to get into like the dicey territory. You know, rotation is going to be very important, and fitness management is going to be important, because you think about it, Thursday Brentford, Wigan in a cup, and then after Wigan you've got Wolves now, the rearranged game, and then you've got the North London derby, and then after the North London derby you've got after North London derby you've got Chelsea, and then potentially the week afterwards we get a rest. I'm going to put my head in on the chopping block in the guillotine and say that we will be in the 5th round draw. So that'd be another game. So the games are coming thick and fast.
They've sorry to cut over you. They've just got a new manager. So it's not counting our chickens just yet. They sacked their manager at the weekend.
Wigan.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be pressed about if they sack their manager in the division they're in. I think they're going to be thinking more about you know, their league, and that'd be take more importance. You know, it'd be a nice little day out. I'm sure the 5 Wigan fans that exist will sing their hearts out in the Emirates, and I'm sure they'll create a great atmosphere. But saying
they
that,
won't turn up at Twickenham, will
they?
Yeah, they're currently 22nd in League One. So yeah, we should be getting through that time pretty comfortably.
Well,
We'll see. We will see. But big ups to everyone locked in, man. Make sure you smash these likes up real quick. There's over 200 in here. So make sure you smash
Big
likes
up.
up. Big up Northside for the raid as well. Appreciate that. That's up to North. Make sure you sub to Northside's channel as well. And big up to everyone who's come over from North's channel. And yeah, like I said, get these likes up. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. And make sure you follow DJ B, the Arsenal Huddle. DJ, you was at the game. Well, both of you were at the game, actually.
Yeah.
You was at the game,
Yeah.
DJ. Before Zubimendi scored, I was bored. And then out of nowhere, he cut across that ball so sweet. It was like a backhand in tennis, the way he called that. And just in off the post. And then after that, I never felt they were going to score, really. Raya didn't really have much to do, if anything. Yeah, he worries me a little bit still. Some of the stuff, like when he come running out in the second half, and like a little bit of panic with Saliba. But before we got the second goal, I wouldn't say we're under the cosh because we weren't, but we were so lax defensively in that game at times. Now, I don't know whether that was just panic or whether they were just like having an off day, because I thought Saliba was awful. I can't lie, I thought he was shocking. Gabriel saved his ass enough times in that. Timber, you know what you're getting with him every week. And I thought Calafiori was poor as well.
Yeah.
And same with the wingers. Yeah, I thought Trossard got better the longer the game went, but I don't think he was that great. Yeah, and Madueke was awful. Yeah, Zubimendi, well, he obviously watches the podcast because since we all cussed him after the Man United game, it's been brilliant. So
yeah,
exactly. To him. And Declan's Declan, isn't it? And then our striker come off the bench, and straight away, inspired substitution from the gaffer. Bang, game killed, and they never looked like touching the ball up in our half after that, really, until right at the death when they just started lumping the long balls up there. But what was the feeling in the ground, mate? What did you make of it?
Well, it was a bit frustrating the first half. I'd say up until about the goal, we were struggling to kind of take any kind of dominance in the game. We didn't have a lot of possession. Sunderland were getting into little areas where if they'd have been brave, they could have hurt us. There was an incident in the first half where Raya come flapped at it, and I think it was Broby might have had a shot, and it sort of like Saliba cleared it. If that had gone in, that would have been a completely different story. But Sunderland come to kind of play hoping for us to make the move and then see whether they could get behind us. They was also hoping that we'd make mistakes as well. So he was keeping a lot of the ball. But then we wasn't really going all out attack and really trying to hurt them. We were a bit reluctant to push forward at times. And it was kind of a bit of a even Stevens until the goal went in. And then once Zubimendi popped up with a goal, which he took brilliantly. Listen, I've been criticising Zubimendi all season, but what I haven't been criticising him about is when he does get the ball and when he is in space and when he's in that attacking third. You know, I think he's a really, really good player in that area. The only question marks I have over Zubimendi is defensively. That weren't really tested on Saturday, but every time he has been tested in big games, the question marks are still there. I still think going forward with Zubimendi, I'd like to see him in the 8 just to be more just to give us that more creativity, especially when we're struggling to break teams down. But he took his goal well, and that sort of changed the game plan for Sunderland a little bit. They kind of retreated back. They had less of the ball. We started to grow in confidence. Calafiori was ring rusty. You could tell that he'd been out injured. He looked really, really poor. Bromby, if I'm saying it right. He had Saliba every single time in that first half. I think he turned him about 3 or 4 times in that first half. And he's a really powerful, strong player. You know, he held the ball up. Unfortunately, they didn't get the midfield to join him quick enough so they could link up play with him. I think they missed Granit Xhaka because Granit Xhaka, I think, would have spurred them on that little bit more and he'd have given that little bit more stability in midfield. Because they had a lot of ball. They had 50% possession. And I was saying to my son, there's not many teams that come to the Emirates and kind of dominate the ball as much as Sunderland did in stages. I thought 3-0 was a bit flattering, deservedly so. We never really looked under danger or pressure. They never really looked like scoring. but they were trying to probe and get into those areas to create opportunities, and it never quite worked out for them. And in the second half, obviously, we came out. He made the right substitutions, thank God, because Jesus is the reason why I probably want him sold, Lee, because he's been injured and he's not the Jesus that we want. He's not good enough. Let's be honest. Let's be brutally honest now. You know, got to stop all this nonsense about squad depth and all of that. It's okay having squad depth if the players coming in are good enough. Jesus ain't good enough. Don't get me started on Madueke, please. I think he's absolutely appalling. I've never seen a player so bad than Madueke. He huffs and puffs, but he can't blow anything down, to be honest with you. He's got no end products. He don't get his head up. He can't pick a pass. He can't pick a cross. He runs, he jiggles about. He's got a little bit of pace. But then once the fullback's kind of got the better of him and thinks to himself, okay, well, look, I'll give you the ball. I'll run you down the channel because I know you ain't going anywhere with it. And that's all you need to do with Madueke. You know, he don't look to come inside. So, yeah, now you know the reasons why Arsenal fans didn't want him in the first place. I think he's showing that. I thought Trossard had a good game, to be honest. I thought Trossard was one of our best players. Right from the start, he looked dangerous. He got on the ball and then he grew into the game. He improved all the time. And then Gyökeres comes off, gets his goal. Havertz just glides around. He's a really, really funny player, Havertz. He's one of them players that takes up... The thing is with Havertz, whether you like him or hate him, he suits this football manager the way we play. The system we play suits Havertz because he ghosts around and he could be out the game for 20 minutes and not touch the ball. But he's very, very hard to pick up and he's very, very hard to mark because he takes up positions where he receives the ball and then plays that pass where it opens the game up. So although you're thinking he's not effective and he ain't doing much, the fact that he's kind of taking up all these positions and making himself available just suits the way we play. I'm not a massive Havertz fan. I want a little bit more. However, I get it. I get the reason why he's in this team. I understand the reason why he plays him because it just suits the way we play. And if he's getting in those positions whereby it's releasing Gyökeres to score goals, then I'm all for it. Because me and Kenny, we've not been Gyökeres' biggest fans, but one thing I've always said is I'd rather him up front than Havertz or Jesus. I'd rather stick with Gyökeres and make it work than not have Gyökeres and make it not work. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy for him. Martinelli showed us the reason super sub. You know, you can't play Martinelli for 90 minutes from the start. He's ideal to bring off when we're winning to stretch the game. He's ideal to sort of try and get behind defenders and stuff like that. And he done that really, really well when he come off the bench. He done it really, really well. Saliba had a better second half. He had a much better second half. Gabby was Gabby. One thing I will say, Declan Rice is just probably now proving to the Arsenal fans how important he is to this team because he gives you 8 out of 10 performances every single game. Just unbelievable. You know, he's everywhere. He's covering. He drives forward with the ball, makes himself available, puts in challenges, berates the players, jeers the players up. You know, he's just everything you want in an Arsenal shirt, really. For me, he's just really, really important. So all in all, good day at the office. As I said, big up to Sunderland. I don't think they're an awful team. They're the sort of team you don't want. I'm glad we've played them twice, Lee, because they're definitely not the team you want to go to when you're going for a league. You definitely don't want to go away to them when you're going for a league. They're well organised. They're coached well. And I enjoyed the game. I really did enjoy the game. 3 points. Gyökeres 2 goals. Never looked in danger after that. So, yeah, all in all, good day's work. Good day's work.
Another clean sheet, 21st of the season, apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very good. Let me grab these super chats. I'll get to you, Kenny. 400 in it, man. Get these likes up. After this, I'll be doing the Villarreal Espanyol game. So make sure you sub to Lee Reacts as well. Everything's pinned. Big up Static for the pin comment. All of the links are in there. Big up Jamie. 2 months membership. Bless up, bro. Just do our jobs and the league is ours. Facts. That's all we got to do. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Yeah. As soon as Man City drop points, we have to capitalise. Simple as that. What summer signings do we need? Well, we definitely need a left winger. 100% we need a left winger. We need another midfielder as well. And a proper left back. I'm sick of these fucking inverted left backs.
Yeah.
Fucking jarring. Calafiori's everywhere but left back. At one point, he was playing a striker. What the fuck are you doing? Is what it is. Big up, bro. Big up to Riku. He is saying crazy. Last time Man City done a double over Liverpool before this year was 1936-37. Neville Chamberlain was Prime Minister. That's fucking mad. 1936-37. Wild. Big up, man. Big up Riku every time. Big up to Brad as well. Pint on you. Well, we got the beers, man. We're on the beers. Cheers, brother. Appreciate it. Kenny, you was obviously at the game as well. Different part of the stadium, obviously. But what did you make of it? Obviously, first half an hour was a little bit tedious, but then after that, it was just a walk in the park, training session, really.
Yeah, but we had to earn the right to do that because, as I said before, as DJB said, Sunderland did keep a lot of the ball. I think what cost Sunderland the match for me is that if you have good possession and you get into good areas, you've got to have a cutting edge. Their lack of cutting edge kept us in control of the game. People say, "Oh, yeah, we were defending really well." Yeah, but we weren't put under really significant pressure because Brobby's a very good batter around, but there was no one to play off him. I think they missed Isidore. Normally, Brobby plays as comes off the bench, and Isidore was there, man. Incidentally, Isidore was at the game with Granit Xhaka because I could see Isidore with his family, the media centre. But yeah, Zubimendi, I always say to him on podcasts, the last 4 podcasts have been the last few days, and I've been in quite a lot. I'll rest easy when the rest of the fan base see what I see in Zubimendi. Player that I've always got the time for. Potentially he's the sort of person to take the way we play. That's how we're going to go down. And Declan Rice is a very lucky man since he's been at the football club. You think about it, he's had Tom's party to do the DM work, which enabled him to take his game to the next level. And he's got Zubimendi doing this kind of the same thing. So Declan Rice, you can imagine it if he was the main player, DM, which everyone seems to put him in that category, trying to dictate the way we play. He wouldn't be able to do that. And that's what was my argument. If you want to see the best Declan play his best football, play him in, allow him to be himself, allow him to be box to box, allow him to, use that enormous engine he's got. You know what I mean? And we're seeing the roots of that now. He's a player we can't do with that. And then you've got to look at the style of foot played well. Up top, Jesus, he worked his hard. He kept the Sunderland, defence occupied with his movement and everything. And you've got to remember one thing: as much as we say we need that out-and-out striker, actually we don't really. The way maybe under another manager, but under this manager, we don't really need it. We just need players who could link up the play, do 2 or 3 jobs up top, and play the false number 9. But Victor came on, took his goals really well. When you're confident and you're in good form, you can fall on the floor and still get power. It was like kind of a crab football goal, the first goal. And then the second one, again, you're playing well. Martinelli, no way was trying to pass him. Martinelli, I think a wasp got in his ear. That's why he flushed his shot, but he went straight at Victor, and Victor puts the ball in the net. That's the sort of luck you need. Now, when Victor's not in great form, he could hit the ball true, and it can go into Rosette. That's how things are going, Victor. He's slowly coming to the form. He's become very effective. This is a game that we kind of bought him for. He scored against Leeds, scored against Nottingham Forest, scored against
Burnley.
Sunderland. These sort of teams, that's what you want. You want someone who could, who's got an eye for goal. And long may his form continue. I hope he does really well. I'm still not convinced. And because of the way, because technically he's not my kind of guy, but he's scoring goals and he's helping us win matches, and I've got no complaints. But moving on, Gabriel Magalhaes is back to his best. He's imperious best, winning his headers, he's winning his duels. Saliba still injured. He's still got that ankle injury that he first aggravated all the way back in August. You know, isn't it his best? He's pulling the defender's shirts. Normally, he didn't have to do that. It was always a time where his pace did just get him out of trouble. But now, when you've got that injury and you're carrying an injury, you're not fully fit, that yard goes. And that's what's happening there. If you can just imagine Igor Thiago on Thursday thinking, you know what? I'm on him. I'm going to let Magalhaes attack the ball, but I'm going to go on that guy and turn him because he's going to foul me. I'm going to get away from him. If he fouls me in that box, I'm getting a penalty. And that's what you need to watch out for. And you see Calafiori. Look, Calafiori's rusty. He's come back from fitness. And if you look at the theme of our players when they come back from injury, they're not at their best. It takes about 3 or 4 games for them to get back to the best. But I think he's going to get back to the best because the alternative to Calafiori is Hincapié. Very happy with it. But if those two injured, we're dead. Because I've got no problem saying that Miles Lewis-Skelly's a liability at left back.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I think that's a position we need to look at in the summer. Yeah, because Hincapié is very good. He ain't let us down at all yet. Right, and hopefully that continues. But Calafiori, I don't rate him in a defensive position. Going forward, yeah, cool, whatever. Yeah, but defensively, he's sus. Skelly defensively is sus. So we need another left back, which it sounds stupid because we've had about 9 since this manager's been here.
It's crazy, isn't it? Oh,
should have just kept Teeny, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? No, at least he can get up and down the pitch and cross the ball.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice that we've only lost 3 games this season, but this is where the crunch bit comes now, isn't it? Because like we've got into a position where we're on for everything. But at the same time, we've seen this before, even with the Invincible team. Yeah, we were out of the Champions League and the FA Cup in the space of 3 days. Yeah, and then we very nearly fucked the league up and then Thierry just won a mad one against Liverpool and scored a hat-trick. Yeah, otherwise, and that was a fucking world-class elite mentality winning squad. Yeah, this team ain't that. Yeah, this team's not won anything. Yeah, this team ain't got littered with world-class players everywhere, despite what this fan base want to tell you. Yeah, but the performances we've put in the last couple of games, Leeds and Sunderland, and people say they're newly promoted teams you're supposed to beat them. Yeah, we are supposed to beat them. But these are the sort of games we fuck up in years gone by. Southampton at home, 3-3. Do you remember that one? And they got relegated. 8-point bottle job season. So yeah, it's nice that we're spanking these teams up. Yeah, but now this is where the hard work comes in because Brentford away is not an easy game on Thursday. And Man City play Fulham on Wednesday. And their tails are going to be right up after that game yesterday. Yeah, you see the way they were fucking having it at full time yesterday. It was like sunk in their heads, just switched like the light bulb gates. This is a light bulb gates. It's like they've realised. Yeah, it's like they've just realised. Oh fuck! Hang on a minute, we're still in this. Yeah, and beating them for the first time in donkey's years. Yeah, I think the last time they beat them was in lockdown at Anfield, and there was no fans in the ground. Yeah, so that's only the second time Pep's beaten them there. So that could spur them on.
Liverpool were going through a similar sort of breakdown, after winning the title. They won the title in 2020, then they went on a breakdown and started losing games they don't normally lose. And I think this is quite similar. But in essence, it's a good time to beat Liverpool, play Liverpool. But I'll tell you one thing, when we play Liverpool, when they're in a breakdown, they refuse to lose to Arsenal, especially at Anfield.
Yeah, facts. Let me ask you about this, DJ. Yeah, because Saka's been awful for about a year since that injury, really. This ties in perfect. So I wanted to speak about Saka and our captain. Do you think, like, and I know it's only going off for the last few games, like, because obviously we've won them, but even when Saka's not been in the team or Odegaard not been in the team, I actually think we look better. When they're in the team, I feel that both of them just slow us right down. Yeah, and I feel like we don't really need to rely on them anymore, which is a good thing, I suppose. But what do you think?
I think when Saka's not in the team, it gives us other options. We don't, because when Saka's in the team, you automatically try and feed your main man. So everything gets transferred over to the right-hand side and everything goes through Saka. If you look at Declan Rice, Zubimendi, you look at all these players, when Saka's in the team, their first line of thought is, where's Saka? Where can I play Saka in? How can I get the ball out right to Saka? Because that's obvious. I mean, you even play football when you used to play football at school. You'd get the ball, you'd look for your best player in the team. And that's what this team tends to do. So everything goes to the right-hand side. When Saka's not playing, it allows us to have other options. We then get the ball down the middle, we then put it out on the left, and we then start to move the ball a lot quicker. And it's the same goes with Odegaard. So when you've got Odegaard and Saka in the team, you're then giving the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard's coming deep and taking the ball off to the defence. When he's not playing, Zubimendi's doing that. They're trusting Zubimendi to get the ball off to the defence, which allows us to get players forward. So it's one of them. It's one of them for me. With Odegaard, I don't think we miss him, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Even Norgard coming in can do a job for me. And as I said, I'm not a massive Havertz fan, but I get why Havertz is in the team. He's more effective when he's got the ball than Odegaard. He looks for that forward pass. He looks for Gyökeres. He looks for those channels, and he runs into those channels. Saka, for me, the problem is, Lee, is the other option you got is Madueke. And here lies the problem. When we talk about squad depth and when we say that this squad is the best that's ever been, and people come out with this madness, best squad in history, and undermine the great Bayern Munich and the Barcelonas and the Arsenal squads over the years, you have to look at the bigger picture. The reason why Saka plays is because we haven't got adequate backup. There's no one really challenging Saka. Madueke, we thought might be that person, but in actual fact, he's not. So even a half-fit Saka not firing on all cylinders is still better than Madueke. However, when he's in the team, they'll automatically look for him. It's now down to Saka to change his game. Now, whether that means him coming in and playing a more central role, coming off the wing and going more central and trying to find the quick pass through the middle, that'd be down to Saka. Because what he can't do, he can't keep playing the same way he's been playing season in and season out. Because if you look at the way Saka plays, he hasn't really changed it up. I watch him in the stands, especially when he's playing on my side where I sit. And as soon as he gets the ball, I'm pretty much got it in my head what he's going to do from the stands. Now, if I've got it in my head what he's going to do, defenders also have sussed him out. He's either going to go out on the right, or he's either going to cut in on his left. Yeah. When he used to do that fully fit, he used to do it with pace. He had that turn of pace where he could do that. Yeah, and he had the defender in two minds. Now he's lost that turn of pace. The defender reads him a lot quicker. So therefore he's closing down a lot quicker now, and they've sussed him out. That's why but this is where the manager comes in, whereby how can we now utilize Saka in a different area to get his mojo back and make him more effective? And that's what we've got to do, because Saka's not a bad player. He's still a very, very good player. He's just gone a bit stale out on that right-hand side, and he's easy to predict. So this is where it breaks down, but he's still better than Madueke. As for Odegaard, everything goes through him, but he takes too many touches on the ball. And again, do you blame Odegaard, or do you blame the way he's being coached? What he needs someone to get hold of him and go, right, when you've got that ball, get your head up, 2 touches, bang, pass it. Yeah? It's not rocket science. They're just allowing him to get away with how he's playing. And that can't continue. You have to look at the coaching staff and the manager by saying, right, this is what I want you to do. It ain't going to happen. So for me, I'd keep Odegaard out of the team. I don't think I think we can cope without Odegaard. Going into these next 13, 14 games without Saka and relying on Madueke, I'm still a little bit worried about that. But if Saka does play and he comes back, He has got to change the way he plays. He might have to stick 2 fingers up at the bench and go, actually, this is what I'm going to do. And perhaps give him a little bit more freedom coming in off that right-hand side to get the best out of him. Because he's definitely gone stale and he's gone by the way. He's gone by the wayside. He's predictable, and it just needs changing up for me, Lee. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like both of them are too predictable, and when you see the passing maps, everything goes out to the right when Saka's in the team.
Yeah,
that ain't the case when he's not in the team.
No.
Yeah, so now the teams are set up just to stop Saka or stop the ball getting to Saka. Whereas now you just whip it out to Martinelli on the right or Madueke on the right, or you put it on the left. Yeah, and have you noticed how many times we've gone through the middle recently as well? Yeah, if that idiot up front had stayed on side, even though he was in his own half making the run, yeah, 29 gets the ball, one touch, bang, through ball, straight through the middle. Yeah, and I've seen him do that twice in 3 games. Yeah, I ain't seen Odegaard do that all season.
But it's funny. It's the annoying thing for me is, Lee, and you know what a big Ranieri fan I am. The annoying thing for me is when you're now looking at the true Madueke and what the type of player he really is. You can't tell me that with Saka injured, Madueke in this team with Havertz and all of that would not have balled out. Because I'm telling you now, Ranieri in this team would be far more effective than Madueke.
Oh, 100%.
And it's so frustrating. Again, coming back to the manager, that he has let that happen. Because if we do not win the league, these are all the questions you've got to be asking at the end of the season.
Yeah, we've got a lot of players that need to be binned as well. Yeah,
100%.
I do think Ethan will go. Yeah, and so I ain't just going to take it off his performance yesterday. PSG absolutely fucking hammered Marseille. Yeah, fucking bat. He got subbed at half time. Stinker.
And it's funny how PSG now are starting to get into the latter stages of the Champions League, and they're starting to ball.
They brought Kvaratskhelia off the bench, and he scored a right foot volley across goal. What's a fucking finish?
See the highlights, man. That was lethal.
They should have won about 10-0. No joke.
Yeah.
Should have been about 10. But yeah, Ethan was poor in that game yesterday. But you're right though. Like we've got different options now. Martinelli's been superb off the bench for the last 2 games on the right. Yeah, but as soon as Saka's fit again, Martinelli won't be playing on the right. It'll be Trossard and Martinelli on the left.
No, that's because you can't start Martinelli for 90 minutes, Lee. He's not a 90 minutes player. He's awful when he starts Martinelli. He's brilliant to come off the bench. But
this is why I got the ump with the manager at the weekend, because you've got Ballard, who's as big and tall as Kenny Ken. Yeah, he's a big fucking solid lad at centre half, and you put a fucking dwarf up against him. Should have had our battering ram striker up there. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it worked out all right in the end. But let's be real. Jesus was anonymous in that game. Why? Because he was in Ballard's pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy dwarfs him, man. Like makes him look tiny. Why would you put him up front? Yeah, okay, you could say the technical ability side of it might twist him up and get a penalty. But I'd rather my striker up front having a wrestling match with him. Yeah, and having a good old jockey like Robbie did with Saliba.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But Kenny, what do you make of the old Saka and Odegaard's?
The fact is that who was the idiot who brought Saka back early? The manager. Yeah. Who knew that Saka wasn't going to be the same player this season? That he was going to get injury after injury. Who knew? Eh? I mean, we blatantly thought long term that our best player, our best asset, should be protected from himself and to have a full rehabilitation. But we thought, we're playing Real Madrid. We're playing Real Madrid. We might have a chance to win the Champions League. Our best player. He scored against Real Madrid. You guys are wrong. No. You absolute brats. You guys are fools. Stop talking about football. Look what happened. We didn't just guess this. The guy had a serious injury to the extent he had a grade 3 tear. He needed an operation on his bloody hamstring.
And he's suffering, Kenny, isn't he?
You don't rush a player back. You treat him with care because long term, you want him to have play his best football. I mean, he didn't hardly pull any trees for England because they thought about the same thing as well. And look at the result. start, gets an injury, then gets another injury, and then in the warm-up, he gets another injury. Everyone knows that if you don't have the full rehabilitation, it's gonna get messy. But these fans who are so stupid, so thick, and believe anything Mikel tells them instead of using their brain, they'll listen to these stupid, snooty nose, content creators when even they know you rush your main asset back from injury, it's highly likely he's not going to be the same. Look what happened with Owen. You know why Owen was never the same? It's because Gerard bloody Houllier, God bless his soul, kept on trying to rush him back from injury, and he sacked the physiotherapist who said he needed rest. Look how that turned out. I mean, when are we going to learn in this game? You should have told Saka, no, you're not playing, mate. Think about long term, because look at what happened with Saliba now. He should have been told at Anfield that he ain't playing, and we've got Mascaria. If we lose 3 or 4, so be it. There's still 37 other games. Look at him now, not playing at his best. He has to be rested.
Same with Calafiori.
At Arsenal.
Calafiori's been in and out the same all season.
And the worst thing about it, when it comes thick and fast in the last few games, if we play against teams that are very organised and keep the ball, and you need someone a bit of Jadon Sakwa, our best player can't do it because guess what? He's either injured or he's not the same player because he can't do it because he's fatigued and he's lost power because he's been rushed back from injury. So that's what will cost us the league is injuries and lack of player management and the intensity of these games. But we don't learn because we always got to play our best players, even though they're 50% fit. We're like children sometimes. The way we analyse matches, the way we talk about certain players. Odegaard, for me, there's no credit in the bank of Odegaard. The credit, even if you were having a go at them and you're criticising him last season, the charitable side of you were giving credit in the bank. Well, that's run out now. He's had 3 injuries, but the fact is that he's not the same player he was since 23, 24. Yeah, it's injuries, but I don't think it's poor form. Another thing as well, rightly so, he's protecting his arse. He's protecting that, his arse for the World Cup. I don't blame him because I'm not blaming because at the end of the day, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you if you're Norwegian.
Well, yeah, so last time they qualified, he wasn't even born.
Yeah, but the problem we've got though is that as much as I understand it, he's Arsenal captain. So you can't protect your arse.
I'll bring this Washington. It's fucking hammering down with rain.
You know what I mean? You can't protect your backside and be an Arsenal captain. So that's the situation. You're playing poorly. You're bottling out challenges, and the team is going to be moving away from them. But the problem we got with those 2 players, and the reason why they will still get games, is because no one in those positions has cemented their place.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier.
Madueke has not cemented his place.
No.
He is exactly what he was at Chelsea. He reeks of inconsistency, and when he's bad, he's very, very bad. Yeah, and when he's good, he's very good. But the problem is it's intermittent. And then you've got Eze, who just can't express him. Either is so eager to please his manager.
He had moments Saturday when he came on, didn't he? You saw the old Eze. It weren't consistent. Yeah, weren't consistent enough.
Yeah, either Arsenal's too much of a big step up for him, or our manager sucked the joy and sucked the creativity out of him. Either way, it's not impressive. He's not done enough to displace Odegaard. And then you've got Marino, a player that we rely on. I'll tell you one thing, we're going to feel that injury in the next few games. Especially if we're going for 4 trophies. We're going to miss that guy. And then you've got Kai Havertz, who's had a couple of setbacks. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's feeling his way into the team. But he's going to be inconsistent because he's not playing well. But one thing you say, thank God we're in the last 16 of the Champions League. Thank God we're in the League Cup final. And thank God we got Wigan. And obviously, thank God we got 6 points. Despite all these worries, we still got a cushion. But long term, if things go wrong this season, then you have got to worry. But in terms of like Saka and Odegaard, well, Mick Arteta, I hope you sleep well at night because you've probably harmed the career of potentially one of the players who had a chance of being one of our greats. He's not
Well,
going to be that.
we've said it all along, Kenny. We've said it all along. It's another
Exactly.
Michael Owen, isn't it? He's the Arsenal's Michael Owen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saka. You know,
And I'll say one thing though: the reason why these young players either burn out or they injury takes over their careers because selfish managers. Hillier is a selfish manager. Mikel was very misguided and wasn't thinking of the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Last week, I mean, hand on heart, DJB, did you actually think we had a chance to win that Champions League? Because I didn't.
No, not really. Not really. No, and on my heart, I've got to be honest with you. And on my heart, I mean, I'm probably clutching at straws saying we can win the Champions League this season, to be honest. See, the problem is, as you said, Kenny, we're 6 points clear. We're in the Champions League knockout phase. We've got Wigan in the FA Cup. We've got buffers all over the place. But the bigger picture is we've got a lot of players that are on their max now, at their max now. You know, Rice has played a lot of games, you know, having to put in 100 mile an hour efforts in every single game. Havertz has come back from injury. He could go down at any second. Jesus ain't the player he was. Saka's not the player he was. So Ben White, we've got no. I mean, we've all said it. We need cover at left back, but I think we need cover at right back because if anything happens to Timber, you can't rely on Ben White. Although he hasn't done a lot wrong, Timber's just been better. You can't rely on Ben White going forward. There's a lot of these players. I said we've got to bomb on at least 5 or 6 players out of this club because they're just all running on empty at the moment and injuries and stuff like that. My biggest worry, Lee and Kenny and the chat, is we ain't had a really, really bad slide yet. All teams have it in the season. All teams have that kind of spell where, you know, Man City are probably just coming out of it and that Liverpool game has probably now spurred them on. You know, that is my biggest worry. At the moment, it's all going brilliantly. 6 points clear. Everything's going right. We've nicked a few results here and there, own goals, set pieces or whatever. My biggest worry is if it does go wrong. If City do draw within 3 points, we get a draw at Brentford. It's only 4 points. You know, we're finding it tough in the Champions League over 2 legs. That's my biggest worry. I'm not sure whether this team can go up another level.
It's games, DJB.
Yeah, I'm not sure it can go up another level. I don't know. There's players there, like have you said, Kenny? Lee, I'm seeing players that are showing inconsistency. When they're good, it's brilliant. Right. When they're all playing well and it's all flowing, it looks really, really good. It looks a well-oiled machine.
Didn't you see similarities of Liverpool last season?
Yeah, I was just about to say I can see a lot of similarities with Liverpool last season, whereby we're playing at our max. So when it does start to slide, I'm not sure we can come back another gear. Do you know what I mean? I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, the only difference between us and Liverpool is Liverpool got the job done early. Yeah, then their manager fucked off to Ibiza with his son. Yeah, and they've never been right since. They won the league in February. Let's just be real with it. It was done by the end of Feb. So they just took their foot off the gas. If you look how many games they've lost, or dropped points from the end of February to now, nearly a whole 12 months. Yeah, I bet they've lost at least 20 games. Yeah, in all comps.
Yeah. Well, definitely. But the fact is that I think the reason why Liverpool is there, you know, it's that thing I've always said. In football, if you get the bad habits and you win in spite of, it'll catch up with you. The first 5 games of this season with Liverpool, they won in spite of. You know, the only game that they really played technically correct, and they were organised and actually didn't make any mistakes against us. All the other games, it could have gone either way, and it's bit them up the arse. The Palace result and the Chelsea result, you know, told the story. But in terms of our Arsenal itself, you know, one thing, Liverpool did have in their favour. Obviously, Arsenal didn't pose the challenge. I refuse to accept any viewpoint from Arsenal fans that they actually challenge for the league, they're completely mistaken. And Man City were just abominable. And mate, if you want to include Chelsea in it, well, Chelsea were preparing for the top four. And if you want to do a token thing about Man United, well, Man United were trying to win the Europa League. So it was that season when Liverpool had to show themselves. But it actually told in a Carling Cup final, Carabao Cup final, and Europe, their fatigue, players, losing a bit of their edge, they got found out. And the FA Cup, they rotated because the players were actually on the floor, and that backfired as well. So, these are the pitfalls Arsenal need to overcome, and they should look at what happened with Liverpool last season. But the fact is, keep on getting those points, keep on getting those wins, and whatever City do is irrelevant.
Yeah.
If we'd lost, if we had drawn on Saturday, and City won at Anfield, this is a different show. It's a different show.
I was sat there doing a watch along for that City game, the Liverpool City game yesterday. As soon as I see Szoboszlai standing over that free kick, I thought that's an identical position to the one he scored against us.
Yeah,
I thought he's never going to fucking do it again, is he? I was like, if there's a time he needs to do it, he needs to do it now. What a fucking free kick!
Unbelievable.
Yeah. The keeper didn't even move. Yeah, but then when I see the replay of it, they only had 2 men in the wall, and the keeper asked for only 2 men in the wall. Yeah, I'm like, are you all right, mate? Like, top class keeper. He kept him in that game at times. Yeah, but that was a cock up. But Man City looked rattled after that. And if anyone was going to score again, it was them. And then all of a sudden, it's what they do, man. I thought Bernardo was awful yesterday. Yeah, I thought he was dirty. I think he's been dog shit for ages. I can't lie. But out of nowhere, bang, goal. Yeah, you just knew as soon as they got that goal back, they were going to win the game. Just knew it. Yeah, I don't know what Alisson was doing for the penalty. The guy was going nowhere. Yeah, just leave it. Just let him have it. And you just knew Haaland scoring. Like, he went the complete opposite way to every penalty he's taken this season. Yeah, and the power just done him, innit? Yeah, and then all that bullshit at the end. What a fucking load of nonsense that was. Just let him have the goal and keep Szoboszlai.
Yeah, but it was the correct decision, though. It was the correct decision.
Yeah, it was. Right? By the letter of the law, it is, isn't it? But at the same time, fuck it, old man. It took about 8 minutes to sort all that shit out.
Well, he played about 2 minutes over the top before that ball went in, didn't he? He played went in on about the 98th minute or so, and it was only 97 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
Ridiculous. I'm sure they just play for the audience, these refs.
But it's
Why
funny
don't they blow
because
up on time? It's ridiculous.
Well, it's funny because I was watching Atleti versus Betis. Yeah, Atleti Betis was on at the same time. And they added on, I think, 6 minutes in that Atleti Betis game. And he blew the whistle 4 seconds early. Yeah, they blow the whistle early every game pretty much in this league. Yeah, in the Premier League, they did. And I said into the chat, yeah, I said, I guarantee you, because it's the last game of the day in English football, yeah, I guarantee they put about 7-8 minutes of stoppage time on.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And they do it every time. Monday night football, Friday night football, last game on a Saturday night, like 8 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, and the last game on Sunday, there is always some mad drama that happens right near the end of the game.
And the 12:30 kickoff as well, the early one.
Yeah.
They play about 9 minutes overtime.
Yeah. But I can't remember what game it was the other day. Yeah, and they found 9 fucking minutes from. I think it was the Forest game. They found 9 minutes of stoppage time in the second half. I'm like, where'd you get that from?
Crazy.
I know the geezer was down on the floor for about 3 or 4 minutes. 9 minutes.
Crazy. I was saying on my chat yesterday that goal that got disallowed, I'm pleased about, because if it comes down to goal difference at the end of the season and we lose by 1 goal, mate, you'll be glad that goal's been disallowed. Trust me.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
You know what I mean? But no, it was a crazy game. But
what have you made of them? Because like everyone's saying it's our league, yeah. And listen, we're 6 points clear, yeah. But they've been so inconsistent. That was their first win in 6 league games, and they're only 6 behind us. We've only lost 3 games. One to Szoboszlai screamer, one to Emi Buendia stoppage time against Villa, and then Mateus Cunha.
We haven't been great shakes ourselves. Let's not forget.
Let's not forget.
No, but we'll consistently. I think Rant said it to me the other day. He goes, if you don't win the game, you're extremely difficult to beat. So you make sure you don't lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but January weren't a great month for us, though, Lee. January weren't great for us.
No,
you know, Liverpool, 2 draws against Liverpool, not the Forest, and we lost against Man United. That brought them back into it. They only need if we drop points, Man City only need to win 1 game, and they're back in the title race. The same with Villa. That's how we refuse to sort of build up a how do I say it, a confident shattering lead. You know, Liverpool are the ones who went 10 points, not us. But again, it's part of our armory that, no disrespect, everyone in the fan base has got, how do I say it, scars. Doesn't matter how mouthy you are and going, we're going to win the league, and you go and you're on the stupid channel and start changing your mind about Gyökeres. 1 minute you're slagging him off on the show, and next minute you're singing the Gyökeres song. I mean, come on, mate. Come a chameleon, mate. Bloody hell. Make your minds up. What do you stand for? What you stand for, eh?
Exactly, man.
One day you hate him. The next day you love him. Come on, be consistent, mate. Some people are so desperate to be loved by people in the chat and people in public. They ain't got a bloody clue. And guess what? They never make it, because you know what? The chat and the public see through you. How are you going to respect a pundit or a content creator who you can control like a puppet? You ain't going to respect him. You respect us three because we say how we feel. We say it as it is in our eyes. That's where you get respect.
Exactly.
No, it's true.
You try and be consistent. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, right, with the City thing, Pep needed that, because he ain't going to panic now, is he? He's not going to panic. Then players in the training, they've bounced into that training ground this morning. He's not going to panic. Yeah. 6 points to him. He's been there. And see, the thing is, right, what people don't realise is Pep's got credit in the bank, and he's been here before he's done it. We haven't. We've not been in this position. We have, but that was a few years ago, and we bottled it. And we should. Some will say we should not have even been in that position. We ended up there. But the difference is now is the hype and everything behind this team. All they've heard, it's the best team in Europe. It's the best team in the country. It's the best squad ever. The manager's in the top elite manager. Everyone wants to be like Arteta. Everyone's looking at Arteta. And they're getting all of this. And all that's doing is just putting more and more and more pressure on Arsenal Football Club. Because the minute it goes wrong, they've not been in that position. They're going to start thinking, here we go again. And what's going to be really important now is that League Cup final. Because if City go into that League Cup final 2 points behind us, or level on points, or even top of the Premiership, and beat us, that the remainder of them games after that cup final is going to be really, really interesting, psychologically and mentally, to these players, because that's what it's going to come down to. Psychologically and mentally, if Arteta's under pressure and the pressure's on, that's going to be the worry for me, because as much as it'd be a great day out, and as much as we're all pleased to be at that cup final, if City rock up there and they're level on points and they beat us in that cup final, psychologically, how are we going to cope with that for the remainder of the games? Because
even if they're still behind us by 3 to 6 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, all the players are in our heads, they'll be going, oh,
here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll be going, yeah, fucking knew we could do them. Now go and do the league. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. 6 points is nothing. You know, I'm hearing people say, oh, we should perhaps rotate against Brentford and all that. We're not in a position to rotate. We haven't earned the right to rotate. And when Kenny, yourself, Matty, Jezza, when we was doing this Monday night stream, and we was absolutely ripping into the manager when we lost at Anfield, when we drew against 10 men Chelsea, when we got beat against Man United, etc., etc., etc.
Sunderland.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why. Because if we'd have taken care of business then, it wouldn't have mattered if Man City beat Liverpool. It wouldn't have mattered. We'd still be 10, 11 points clear. The fact that we've missed opportunities. This is why it really upset. That Liverpool game really got to me. And that was a big turning point in this Premiership season. Because I'm thinking, if we beat Liverpool, we're 9 points clear. Looking at the games at the end of January and February, it doesn't matter. I won't be bothered what Man City do against Liverpool if we go and do our job against Liverpool. Then I'm thinking, go and beat Man United. Go and beat Man United. And we didn't get the job done. If you look at all the top teams we've played this season, we've drawn against Man City. We've got beaten against Liverpool home, away, and we drew at home. Man United we beat away, but we lost at home. Our record against the teams.
Chelsea away was a draw.
Chelsea away was a
Tottenham
draw.
at home we beat.
We haven't been that good against them. And this is what, when you're winning the league, you've got to take care of your own business. You can't keep relying on other teams.
But that's why I get the ump, because a lot of this fan base, they hype up this manager like he's the best in the world. They hype up the best squad in the world, best defense, best goalkeeper, best everything, and then brush shit shows like Forest away under the carpet and say it's a tough away day.
It's mentality, though, guys.
It's not a tough away day. They'd won 1 in 10 home games before they played us.
Yeah, but it's about mentality, though. You've got to remember, this isn't the first time it's happened. Yeah, obviously it happens to Arsenal, but let's not forget Blackburn, when they eventually won the league in '95, they were steaming ahead. But because it was Sir Alex Ferguson, Man United, it got down to the last day when it shouldn't have got down to the last day. That's football. Newcastle, similar position, much better position than we're ever in, but it's because it's Man United. That what basically Pep's team is basically equivalent of Sir Alex's Man United in the 90s. You think about it, because it's Pep, it's because of that Man City team, because it's Haaland, it's Diaz, who've both won titles, multiple titles for the football club. The doubts are coming in. We haven't really got over the line in this Man United. Pep's this great manager. Psychologically, we're 6 points ahead now. Be prepared for it to go in the last day. Either way, we need to go.
It could be another Enfield 89 scenario.
It'd be nice if you won the league on their ground.
It could be. It could be,
because it's reminding me, because a lot of people are comparing this team to the George Graham team, the way we play and efficient and keeping the ball and not very exciting.
I don't know about teams, but the scenario.
But what I'm saying is, do you remember that 89 season when we kind of had it in the bag and then we kind of had a few bad results and then it was kind of like, oh no, we should have done this. We could have gone so many points clear and we failed. It just seems very, very similar to me that it could go down to the last game again.
It's going down to the last game. It's going down to the last time, because Man City, it could be a situation where it's 4 or 5 points ahead, and we go to Etihad and they beat us, and then it becomes a title race. But we're still ahead, so that we're immediately under pressure to win all our games because they beat us at the Etihad. And let's face it, they got big balls. They ain't going to be scared of us.
They put their nuts on the table yesterday, Kevin.
They're going to put their nuts on the table. They're going to play their way. They'll show us a bit of respect, but come on. They've got options to come on the bench. You know why Man City won yesterday? Their bench won them it. Bench won them the game yesterday because...
And they've got players coming back, haven't they? Stones, haven't they?
Yeah, but you look at the respective benches yesterday. Look at Liverpool's bench and look at Man City's bench. It was night and day. That's why they win the games. And that's why Man City... If they play us at the Etihad and there's 20 minutes to go and it's 0-0, and you look at our bench, we've got Martinelli and Dibbly Dobbly to come on. We've got Madueke, who runs out of play. And we've got Kai Havertz, who runs like runs like Barbie at times. And you've got Cherky, Mamouche,
Foden. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got
Reinders. Got Savino as well, wasn't it?
You've got Doku. All those kind of players, all these attacking players. Who do you fancy? Yeah, we'll put men behind the ball. Gabriel Magalhaes will probably pretend to be fat or try and waste time. But all they need to do is to get a bit of quality. They can beat us. So it's going to go down to the last day, because that's what we do at Arsenal. We create pressurised ICU scenarios.
It's injuries as well, isn't it? Injuries are key as well, because I'm sorry, but if we lose Rice, Timber, God forbid, if we lose Gabby or Rice, if we lose one of our key players going into from now till the end of the season, if we lose two, this is what I'm saying. When people say about our squad depth, Zubamendi and Norgard just hasn't got the same feel about it as Rice and Norgard, as Rice and Zubamendi. Do you know what I mean?
Norgard's been all right in the games he's played, but at the same time, you don't want to see him play 6-7 games in a row, do you?
You don't want, you can't rely on him to win.
And
the
neither
league.
does the manager. That's why he ain't been playing him.
No,
Because every time he's made a sub, he's brought Marino on.
You know,
we ain't got that now. We ain't got. He's broken the bone in his foot. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's out. For 4 months at least, apparently. Now, this is the thing. Yeah, you can talk about squad depth all you like. Yeah, I was having this conversation with Oliver and Matty on the watch along a few weeks back, and he was going, "Yeah, Ben White's a good backup option." I said, "That's all well and good until he becomes the main." Yeah, because if Timber gets injured, then
best
what?
way, isn't it?
Yeah. And this is why when people say, "Oh, we've got good squad depth, we've got good backups," they just think these players are going to stay fit, and we just bring these ones in every now and again. Football don't work like that. Who would have known that Marino's broke a bone in his foot? Do we even know how that happened? The manager got asked in the press conference at the weekend how long he's out for, and he said he's out for 4 months. It's a very rare injury. Not one of them puppets that sit in that press conference said, "What's the injury, Mikel?"
I know.
So what is the injury? How did he do the injury?
How rare is it? That's all you got to ask.
Well, what's Martin Odegaard's injury? I don't even think Martin Odegaard's injured. I think he dropped him. Yeah, I think he totally
had a
dropped him.
falling out, Lee, didn't he? He had a falling out with the manager.
Yeah.
You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. What you need to do, right, is try and make friends with a certain person that from Dublin, who goes on the stage with his mates and starts singing Teeny at the back, on the Union chat with up the street. I'm sure if you make friends with them, they'll be able to tell you it because they're in the know, aren't they? They're in the know.
Yeah, we do need some more squad depth. And this is the thing, though. Declan Rice always looks like he's blowing on fumes after about 20 minutes, but he just carries on and carries on and carries on.
Incredible.
But at some point, he ain't going to carry on, is he? Let's be real. And if he does, he's then going to the World Cup, and then he's going to come back and play another 50 games, 60 games next season. He'll be fucked next season. So it's either this season or next season. He's getting injured.
I got something controversial. Segue to England.
Not like you, Kenny.
It's not like me to say something controversial. If I was Tuchel and I was picking my team, don't worry about Declan Rice being overplayed because he probably wouldn't get in that midfield because if we want to keep possession, my number 6 would be Elliot Anderson anyway. It'd be Elliot Anderson.
Kenny's having a stinker.
No, I'm saying, look,
Drew Bellingham wouldn't get in my team.
But you know what? We're in an argument. Me and my friends, right? We were having a meal in Crouch End, at my local, one of my locals, and we went to the Railway Tavern, and we were basically talking about, obviously, there were some Spurs fans there and Arsenal fans. None of this, the Man United things. We all know, right? There's men in their 40s and 50s. We all know that Tottenham are rivals. We don't care about Man United, mate. We're North London boys, mate. We don't need this little hang up as Charlie who supported Man United. He was a school heartthrob. No, we don't have those hang ups. North London, get back to it. We actually had an argument about Declan Rice and about England's midfield, and half of us, because of the way Tuchel wants to keep possession, said that Elliot Anderson has to start as the DM kind of
over Rice.
Yeah, half of us said it, and I was one of them because that Rice is not DM, is he?
So on that basis, then, Kenny, would you have Anderson over Rice at Arsenal?
Great question.
Well, no, not because I've got to. Because Rice don't play as a DM. It's a redundant question. Elliot Anderson's a DM.
If you're putting him ahead, me and Kenny's having a disagreement here, chat, for the first time.
Is DJB? Is Rice a DM or not? Because earlier you said he weren't.
I would in the
Arsenal team. Or not? If he's a DM, then yeah, of course we'll play Anderson over him for England. But if he's not a DM, then Elliot Anderson's DM, surely.
He can play both, Rice. All I know is Rice is a better midfielder than Anderson. I would say, right?
But Rice's position is the box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah. See, me...
And then you can play Anderson as a deep line.
You've got Drew Bellingham, who's a generational talent, they say.
Oh, he's generational fucking useless.
He's generational overrated. That's what he is.
Yeah, but he's box to box. So you're going to need a playmaker who's going to try and create something in that midfield three. And Rice ain't a playmaker.
Not
play Anderson.
I understand where you're coming from. I do understand where you're coming from with England and Rice. I get that with England and Rice and Anderson. But for Arsenal, I mean, I that's what I said. I would swap. I would put Zubimendi further forward. I'd have Zubimendi in a more creative position. Where's he play? In Spain, he plays an 8, doesn't he, Zubimendi?
No.
Yeah.
No. They
No
play
place where he plays for Arsenal.
Yeah, but to be honest, he don't get a game if Rodri's fit.
No.
He barely plays if Rodri's fit.
Right.
Like, when he played in that cup, League Cup, fucking Euro Cup final.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on and played in the 6. But that's the thing.
He'd be more creative.
Yeah, well, I said this the other week on the stream. Like, you could play him in the number 10.
Yeah.
Keep him as far away from our goal as possible. You know, because like similar with Xhaka. When Xhaka was there, he's a liability going back towards his own goal.
Yeah.
Zubimendi is a liability going back towards his own goal at times.
Yeah.
But you put him further forward, they've got good passing. Yeah, and
he can pass, he can get a shot off, he can make things happen in a more attacking role.
Yeah, and look at where he scored his goal from at the weekend. That's where Odegaard should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he went on the pitch, but that's where you see Odegaard around that and Odegaard in the shot.
I've always said one of our signings that I'd like to see next season going forward is an absolute baller in midfield, a real proper creative midfield player. Do you know what I mean? Because I do understand Rice is not that creative. You know, he drives forward. He's always on the ball. He's an engine, but he's not. I wouldn't class Rice as an absolute creative midfield player. No, he's not like Paul Scholes-esque, is he?
No.
So I do understand.
For England, you could play Anderson, or Walton, with Rice, and then play Palmer in the 10 or Foden in the 10.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do with Jude Bellingham? Because he'll try and fit in the team.
He's talking a good game now. Even taking his shit.
Yeah, you'll do it. Tuchel's talking a good game now, but you know Tuchel will try and get him in that team.
I'm not so sure. I genuinely don't think he will. He wants to win it. Let's be real, right? If he don't win it, it's gone.
Well, yeah.
So he's got to try and win it. He ain't took the job as a German, taking an English manager's job, right? And not going there to try and win it.
I think the biggest problem with England is we've only got Harry Kane. We've only got one striker. That's it.
He'd be all right with that.
Well, if he takes Ivan Toney, then fucking, which he probably won't. But if he does, he's top scorer in Saudi right now.
Yeah.
You know what Tuchel's going to do? He's going to go down that false number 9 route anyway. So,
but the thing is, you could play 2 strikers. It depends what formation he wants to play. Because Kane could drop in deep. You could play Kane in the 10.
Yeah.
Because he's got more creativity than most of the 10s that we've got anyway.
But you know what's going to kill England in this World Cup if they don't keep possession. That's why
fullbacks.
That midfield's key. Don't play what Southgate did, the geography master did, is that he played all the big names together and he nearly pulled it off. Yeah. And then it backfired against Croatia in 2018.
Fullbacks as well, isn't it? England's got a problem.
Backfired against Italy in 21 and backfired against Spain in 24. So when you talk about all your big names, how about look what's the requirements of international football? How many times have we complained about England not being able to keep possession?
But do you know what frustrates me with England, though? You see the way we play so quick in the Premier League at times. Right, it's like quick 100 mile an hour. Yeah, maybe with lack of quality at times. Yeah, but everything's done at 100 mile an hour. When we play for England, we go down to everyone else's pace. Slow, methodical, boring. Why don't we just play at 100 mile an hour? We'll rip half of these nations to pieces.
But you'll rip San Marino to pieces. You rip Canada to pieces. you rip New Zealand to pieces, and you probably like overpower Denmark. But France, Spain, Argentina, and probably Brazil. You won't get the ball. You'll be running at 100 miles an hour to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spain. France,
we haven't got that England team is not fullbacks. Who do you play fullback? I mean,
Trent can't even get a game. Trent was on the bench yesterday for a fucking academy kid.
I mean, come on, we've got no fullbacks. We've got no fullbacks. We've only got Harry Kane. Saka's been out injured and he's carrying an injury.
And he's been shit. Let's be real. Palmer's scored that trick at the weekend, but he ain't been much better.
Yeah, you got Madman Wakey. You got Madman
Wakey.
Foden's in and out. Yeah,
Eze's been poor.
Livramento. Reece James is injury prone, right?
Yeah, he's good when he's fit.
When he's fit, he's okay.
You got Eze who's not done nothing really all season.
Yeah, see, I'd play Cole Palmer, I would, instead of Bellingham all day long.
Yeah, easily. Morgan Rogers gets in over him.
I'd play Cole Palmer, Kenny's mate Declan Rice. And
you could play Morgan Rogers in that midfield.
Morgan Rogers, yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Rice don't get a game then. Declan Rice don't get a game if you play Morgan Rogers and Palmer because you've got to play Elliott. He don't get a game.
I hear that. We'll rotate him then.
I hear that.
But this is why he's getting paid the big money to be England manager, isn't it? Because now he's got a headache this summer. Yeah, and he's got to take players based on form. Yeah, because if he makes the same old bullshit mistake of taking the likes of Jordan Henderson, and players like that, like just picking players based off of their name and what they've done for England in terms of being around the camps for 7 years and all that shit, then we're finished anyway.
Does Eze go, or do you reckon Arteta's ruined his England chances?
Yes.
I think it depends on what he does from now to the end. If he gets a similar amount of game time to what he's had already, he ain't going. He ain't going. I don't think Madueke might. The only reason Madueke might go is just because he's something different. Rather than this methodical, robotic fucking winger, he can actually run past someone.
The only certain starter, the only player that's sure their place, certain starter is Mark Gay.
Defense. Yeah, defensively.
He's the only one who saw his place. Because you've got question marks over every position virtually.
Harry Kane starts.
Yeah, because Harry Kane. But
there's the three players that's going to start. Kane, Kane and Rice are the people that are going to start.
I'm going to guarantee you one thing, guys. Just like Germany two years ago, Euros in Germany, you're going to be questioning Kane's position and right to be in that team because he's going to have a upside down tournament.
I don't know. Like when I watch him for Bayern Munich, he's hardly in the penalty box.
Yeah, he scored a few penalties. But if you look at his performances in Germany, basically he was so inconsistent that we were questioning and thinking out loud and thinking, hang on, I think he's on his last legs here. He's got to be fit because if he's not fully fit, he's going to be a liability. Who really?
The thing with Kane is when you watch him play, he's our best passer in the England team. He's our best goal scorer. He's the best finisher in general.
Oh, he's quality. He's probably
he is genuinely our only top world-class footballer.
He's a proper player.
He's unreal.
Yeah.
But he's never in the penalty box, which is why
he's not fit though. He has to be 100% fit, guys.
I'll tell you who will be going. I'll bet you he goes. Clip this. Harry Maguire's going definitely.
Luke Shaw will probably go as well.
Yeah, Harry Maguire's having a decent. He's having a decent kind of time now.
Is Luke Shaw still our best left back?
I mean,
it's a genuine footballing question. Is he our best left back?
Luke Shaw. Yeah, that's what I said earlier on. We've got no fullbacks in this England.
Livramento decent. Lewis Hall, I don't rate him. He's all right, but he ain't good enough.
Yeah.
He's a good player, but he ain't.
What about O'Reilly? What about O'Reilly at Man City?
He's all right, but no, again, not
Skelly's got up a chance of jumping on the plane, and that's saying something. That's how bad we are at fullback.
God help England if he's playing at left back. God help him.
Livramento's decent. Livramento's a good player, but again, he's out
injured. Right back, can't he? He can play right back.
He can play both. Yeah.
O'Reilly, good shout.
Yeah, O'Reilly. I don't get it. O'Reilly's a good player, but like he's barely played for Man City. When he played yesterday, how the fuck they won with him in midfield is crazy.
This England team ain't good enough to win the World Cup.
He's a baller, though, isn't it? He's a baller. So
he's a good player, but again, he's another one of these players that I just don't think he's a left back. But he was in midfield yesterday, but I don't think he's a centre mid. So where'd you play him?
Look at Arsenal. We have centre halves at left back, whilst Man City have midfielders at full back. We have centre halves at full back, allegedly. Yeah,
Skelly. I reckon Skelly could go because Tuchel does like Skelly, to be honest. But that's going to be really interesting. But all I know is he's going to be on the players' minds come to the end of the season. Come the end of the season, he's going to be on these players' minds. So it's important that we build up a lead and stay 6 points ahead of Man City for as long as we can.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm just looking at Spain's fullback options here. Right, Spain have got Grimaldo, Cucurella, and Sergio Gomez. Right back, they've got Pedro Porro, Marcus Llorente, Danny Carvajal, Oscar Menguisa. Yeah. They're fucking stacked. They've got Zubimendi and Rodri as DMs, and Pepelu, and Casado. Then centre mid, this is where they win fucking everything. Yeah, Pedri, Merino, Fabian Ruiz, Barrios, Alex Garcia. Yeah, Danny Olmo. Fermin. They got Sanchez. Yeah, they're fucking stacked. They're pissing that, man. They're easily winning that. Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you look at their forwards ain't that good. Like, sorry, strikers. Yeah. Hossalu's not going to get a go this time round. Jose Perez ain't going to get a go. Gerard Moreno's probably not. Maybe. Unlikely. Samu's trash. Morata is it a miss? Yeah, and Ferran Torres is it a miss? The only one they've got that's probably consistent is Oyarzabal at Sociedad. He's quality. But the reason they win so many games and win tournaments is because their midfield is unreal.
Yeah.
Whereas our midfield, we're looking at it going, well, who's fucking any good? Yeah, because Jude ain't any good. Yeah, let's be real with it. He ain't that good. He's all right, but he ain't great, is he? He's not a world beater. Yeah, and then you look at Declan, everyone's debating on where we should fucking play him. Number 6 or number 8.
Right, anyway.
Then we got Wharton, and Anderson. Yeah. And then after that, if you're going in attacking positions, we've got Foden, who's fucking hot and cold. Yeah. Palmer, who's just coming back to full fitness. Yeah, and when he's on it, he's brilliant. Same with Foden.
You've got one player, though. You forgot one player. He's played. Gary Neville said that he wouldn't last 90 minutes against City. Since then, he's had 4 90 minutes, and he's back to his best from 2 years ago.
Who?
His brother said, "Free my little brother."
Can't be Mino.
Free.
Yeah, but again, the thing is, because if you play for Man United, instantly you got more chance of playing for England than you have if you play for Palace. Because it's Man United. And if you're getting a consistent run of games at Man United, you're instantly in the England team.
But one thing about it is that he can keep the ball. He can get teams in attacking areas.
I like Walton though.
And you got to look at Amorim. Was he like Dr. Evil? He must be Dr. Evil because how can he not play that lad? I know.
I do like Walton though, and I do like Anderson. But unfortunately, Kenny, Rice and Kane are the first 2 names go on that team sheet.
Rice, Kane, Guy, and Pickford. That's the spine.
And after
that, it's up for grabs. Even Saka's position is up for grabs. If he ain't fit enough, he ain't going.
If we don't get his midfield right, we're going to probably watch. We're probably going to watch another superstar. He's going to have a contrived way to winning the World Cup. Not like this time be the one who's 6'2", not the midget from Rosario.
This is the thing. Like, we're getting out of the group anyway, aren't we? Yeah, and even if you don't, I think half the team's qualified, finishing third anyway.
Ghana, Croatia, and
don't know.
I think it was Senegal, wasn't it? Is it Senegal or Ghana?
No. You can't have 2 African teams. Ghana's the African team, and Croatia. So it's Ghana, Croatia, and I think there's a South American side or Central American team.
It's a crazy group. It's a dead bang easy group. I know that.
Yeah, we say that. We'll probably fucking get knocked out. Come back ashamed. We got, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. We should win all 3 of them. Yeah, that Croatia team is about fucking a bunch of pensioners now, isn't it?
Done.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time to play Croatia in the group stages. You play them in the knockout stages when you're knackered. They're horrible to play against. But in the group stages, like Euros 2020, it was a 1-0 thrashing.
And we got good kickoff times as well. They're not like stupid o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock at night. 9 and 10 p.m. Well, I'm an hour ahead, so it'd be 10 and 11.
Good kickoff times for British viewers.
Yeah, that's prime time. Everyone can watch it. They ain't working, are they? Yeah, that's decent. Yeah, we ain't winning that though. Let's be real. No. Yeah, that'll end up being Spain, Argentina in the final.
Come on, Spain.
See, Kenny's converted. I've got him on the side.
I want Spain. I want anyone but Argentina.
Yeah.
Anyone but Argentina.
Imagine Messi wins it again.
Wins the playoffs. Wins Ireland and all that.
You can't contrive a tournament twice. I mean, come on, you can. I mean, come on, that'd be too sus if he won it again. What's he going to do? Is he going to be on? What's he going to do? He's going to be on his commode summit like he was in the last tournament in his commode when he won the World Cup.
Portugal might be strong,
26th of March.
Ronaldo's going to be his commode as well to win the World Cup.
Well, he'll probably still be on strike.
Portugal.
No, he's not. He's come on strike. He's come on strike.
Oh, he's come on strike now. They must have thrown him another $500,000 a week.
Yeah, March the playoffs. Yeah, that's going to be
26th of March and 31st. Yeah, they must have given Ronaldo another $500,000 a week.
That's ridiculous.
No, sorry, my bad. It's $500,000 a day. My bad. $500,000 a day he's on. tax free.
But they make that back on his shirt sales, don't they?
That's
Probably, yeah.
crazy. Absolutely.
$500,000 fucking quid a day is a joke, isn't it?
Hey,
Like,
and just all I need is
millions he's already made.
All I need is his day pay. Just give me his day pay for one day, and I'm sorted, mate.
Yeah, I'll have half a day's pay for one day.
we just divvy it up between the three
I'm
of us.
greedy. I'm greedy. I want his day's pay. I'm greedy. I want his day's pay.
Just give me 1 week of Ronaldo's money, mate, and I'm sorted for the rest of my fucking life.
I think how many hours are there in mind you, we could all probably just have an hour out of that day's pay each, and we'll be laughing.
Yeah.
Not bad, is it?
I don't know. Lee might lose money. It's got to be half a day.
I want time and a half. Time and a half. Give me a week and a half. That works out. He's getting paid £20,833.33 an hour.
An hour.
20 grand, 21
That's
grand.
not exactly minimum wage, is it?
That's just his wages. That's without all the endorsements and everything else, and the kits and boot sponsors and all that shit he gets.
Do city workers? I don't think city workers get that. I think city workers get more than that for their bonus, don't they? The yearly bonus.
That's mad money, isn't it? That is obscene.
That's crazy money. That's crazy. And he still, I tell you what though, he still keeps himself in good nick. Then he can still play. He can still play, can't he?
He's on £5.79 per second of every day. Every second he's getting paid nearly £6.
I just want the hourly rate.
You can drop a fiver on the floor and not even worry about it. By the time you bother to bend over and pick it up, you found 10 quid back.
Just think he goes to piss and he's earned like 400 quid just standing there.
Fucking crazy, isn't it?
It's mad, isn't it? He has a shower light and he comes out like $2,000 up.
Have you noticed he still hasn't married? He still hasn't married his long-term partner.
No, funny that, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, I'd be his long-term partner on them sort of hours. I'll tell you on
I swear.
You'd give him a massage after games, wouldn't you, DJ?
Oh man, I'll tell you. I don't know if
how long does it take to negotiate a sort of like prenup? I mean, bloody hell.
Well, when we're talking about one of the billionaires on the planet, mate, it's probably quite a fucking few years, Kenny. He's probably trying to ride off of it.
Yeah. Messi must be on a few quid as well, though, mustn't he?
He scored a cracking goal at the weekend. It's still bad. Fucking Messi's quality. Yeah, I don't think he's on as much as Ronaldo, of course, but he ain't short of a few quid, is he? You know what I mean?
No.
He ain't going out to buy a new car and think, I don't know if I could get the fucking upgrade on the alloys.
Has Messi married his partner?
Yeah, they've been married for years.
Yeah, Messi has, yeah.
Stupid boy.
Well,
I've been together for ages, haven't they?
Just think they all get off. They all get off if it all goes tits up. They're all
get a good fucking
win.
solicitor. They'll get about 65-70%.
Can you imagine it, right? And logically, right? All of us are billionaires because we're brilliant footballers and we've got brilliant image rights. And because we decided to sort of like go on boys nights out and go on some adventures and get caught doing it, we got to give someone £500 million of our hard-earned money.
Yeah.
Yeah, your body's absolutely shot to pieces because you put 20 years into the fucking game that you're playing. Yeah. And you have to give half the money to someone else.
Crazy, isn't it? And he can't. Ronaldo can't know how much he's got. He must have.
He did a sit down with Piers Morgan.
He must
have
so many people looking after his funds.
Yeah, he said that
Piers Morgan flew
to his house and he asked him how much do you reckon you got, and he goes about $1 billion. About $1 billion. It's fucking caked, mate. First £1 billion quid footballer. Like, that's fucking mad. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, fucking fair play to him. Get as much as you can.
Yeah, no, fair play to him. But no, this game in midweek, I'm a little bit worried about that British Brentford game.
Did you watch them against Newcastle?
Yeah, I've been impressed with Brentford. I really.
I was with you, Lee. You telling me the result, weren't you?
Yeah. That game was quality as well. That was a good game. That.
Yeah, I've been impressed.
They're so quick on the
suspended. Schneider's suspended, but Witara's come on and he got the winner, isn't it? And he's had a good few years.
He's a good player. He's come back from the African nations and he looks really good.
What would your team be though in terms of like personnel? Like for instance, obviously, the bed makes itself in terms of the back four. in terms of like a team selection is quite confirmed.
Well, I don't think so. I'd start in Kepa instead of Calafiori. I would.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
start Calafiori. I'd go Hincapié. Keep it solid.
Yeah, the bed makes itself in terms of like the
midfield.
Yeah,
that does definitely. Obviously, Timber at right back.
what about midfield?
Well, Zubamendi and Rice. Zubamendi, Rice, Trossard. I'd start Trossard, and I'd start Martinelli on the right, Trossard on the left. I would.
So you'll leave Madueke out.
I'd leave Madueke out. I'd start Martinelli on the right. I'd start Trossard on the left. Gorka up front.
But Martinelli, when he starts in his normal position, he's just.
Well, that's the problem we've got. That's the problem we've got. We haven't got wingers that are consistent, Kenny. If you start Martinelli, you're going to bring him off after about 60th minute because he's playing. And then
you bring on
Madueke on that then works on adrenaline for the next 20 minutes and makes things happen. Because that's what he does, Madueke. He's the sort of player that you drop him. You can't start. We've got two, I would say, Martinelli and Madueke, and probably Trossard. We've got three wingers.
Who starts up top?
That are not consistent enough to play 90 minutes.
Who starts up top?
My striker.
Yeah, but your striker after 60 minutes gets hauled off because he's done nothing.
And that's what happened.
He came on in the last half an hour and scored 2 goals.
That's what will happen this week. And Havertz will start as well, I reckon.
I'd start 29. I'll start Gyökeres, and I'll go Rice Zubamendi. Back 4. I'd put in Hincapié in instead of Calafiori. Yeah. And then I'd go Martinelli right, Trossard left. Yeah. Or actually, you could put Jesus on the left and put Martinelli on the right and drop Trossard.
Could do.
You did play Trossard in the 10.
Could do.
Trossard. I think with Trossard is one thing. Did you notice in the Sunderland game where Trossard had a kind of a free role that he had in the first half? He ended up on the right hand side and in midfield when we not in terms of winning the ball back, but when we were trying to create an attack, he actually tried to take his man mark away from him. So I suppose you're right. Trossard probably could start in that false in that number 10 position, or start the wing. But either way, I think Mikel gave him a bit of flexibility against Sunderland in that first half.
Yeah, I think you got to start Trossard. I think he just edges it over Martinelli, doesn't he? Definitely edges it over Martinelli, definitely. But then Martinelli edges it over Madueke. See, that's our weakness for me. Madueke and Martinelli are just not good enough to start for 90 minutes.
That's why you got in the summer you got to get rid of him.
And even Gyökeres, although he's scoring, are you going to get 90 minutes consistently out of him?
No,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you are. This is the problem. We've got too many players that are not consistent for 90 minutes, and this is what you're going to need to win a league.
It's getting us. We're still 6 points ahead, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's getting the job done.
It's working for now.
For now, it's working. That's what I'm saying. But when the batteries run flat, have we got enough to charge them up? Do you know what I mean? This is the problem, because we've got too many players that are inconsistent. And see that City now with that Liverpool win, they've got players coming back from injury. They've got Stones coming back. They've got options.
He came back from injury, didn't he?
Diaz is coming back. Foden's coming back. They've got loads of options coming back. And let's be honest, if they'd have gone 9 points behind, they all knew that they would have probably been dead and buried. Now they've gone like, whoa, hang on a minute.
Yeah, Kovacic is back within the next 4 weeks.
Kovacic is back. This is what I'm saying.
They'll have Savio back soon.
That's it. Savio's back. So what I'm saying is they've got players coming back and want to impress. We haven't. We've got players coming back, but they're not consistent. Saka's not consistent. Martinelli's not consistent. Gyökeres you can't get 90 minutes out of. Martinelli you can't get 90 minutes out of. And this is my worry. This is my worry. We've got a team that's kind of, it is a worry. It is a worry. I mean, we're getting the job done, and we're finding a way. But how long can that continue for?
It's going to be like a very physical game, because the fact is that the thing that Brentford, the advantage they've got is that he was their set piece coach, but one thing is that when you have a set piece coach, set pieces, defensively and attacking was all about organisation. And if you look at the way Brentford play, he's carried on that kind of organised formation that they had under Thomas Frank. Nothing's he's fresh up, but he's tapped Ethan Pinnock on the shoulder and said, you know what? Yeah, this season's not for you. You've given us a good service, but we're going to go a different direction. So he's got a younger centre half, and he's benefiting from getting Rico Henry back as well. Although he's got 2 players for every position, that position, and getting Kelleher in goal. That's a masterstroke, I think.
Yeah, that's a bargain. That's why I'm signing this
season. Yeah.
18 million
how many
quid.
players Brentford get forward though when they attack?
See how quick they attack.
Do you see how many players was in that Newcastle box on that, I think, second goal?
But they'll do it at the right time against us. They ain't going to be gun ho. They are going to try and win their draws, keep possession, and try and do it at the right time. But they are going to sort of like play back to front football, i.e., using those channels and playing a longer pass. For Thiago, it's not going to be like the passing for passing's sake. So we've got to remember when they do play diagonal balls and try to play it long. We've got to be careful about being turned, and that's where Saliba's got to be at his best, because Gabby will head everything. Saliba will want to sort of get in his chest, win his, and then give it to another player. So it's going to be quite a tricky game. But the midfield battle is going to be a mix. Declan Rice is a play you really need for this type of game.
Yeah,
in midfield.
100%. Let me grab these super chats real quick. Big up to Jack Ryan as well, man. Bless up for the super chat, bro. Never like when people say title's done. Maybe the fact I've never seen a title plays a part. You never rule out City no matter what. Big up to you all. Now, big up to you. Yeah, sorry, mate. That's been there 40 minutes. Sorry, man. We've just been flowing. But I was that close yesterday when Liverpool, 5 minutes to go, I was thinking, fucking hell, if we win, yeah, they'll probably go and lose to Fulham.
You was having champagne in the fridge, weren't you?
Oh, I was fucking DJ. I was sat there. I was like, fucking. Then right at the end of the game, when they said, for fuck's sake, man, this team, why can't they just leave us alone? They're a problem, aren't they? They've been so inconsistent, and they're so close to fucking catching us.
I've got to be honest. If we'd have gone 9 points clear, I'd have foolishly, crazily started to think, I think this could be it now.
If they had lost that
before, Lee, I was like,
I was like that when Eddie scored against fucking Man United 3-2, and Reece scored that fucking screamer against Bournemouth. Yeah. It's like you can't let yourself do it again, man. I was close.
I can't put myself into that trap. I can't.
You know, difference from 3 years ago to obviously to this year. We only got to play Man City once. We had to play Man City twice. Remember the game because the Queen died.
Oh yeah.
Queen died. We had to move the game because we had to go in a week of mourning for someone we didn't know. Oh dear, Royalists, don't hurt me, please don't. I'm sorry. But it's true though. It was the most unnecessary, time. But that's what we do, innit? And maybe I'm playing conspiracy theory, but can you imagine if we didn't have to play Man City twice? Who knows? Maybe we still would have fluffed their lines anyway, because that's what we do at Arsenal. But I think we had 2 shootouts against Man City. I think where I thought we might lose the league is when Man City came to us in February. That game, the rearranged game, and beat us quite comfortably.
That was when Tommy Yasu passed fucking Kevin De Bruyne clean through, and he shipped the keeper, didn't he?
Yeah, but it was kind of like a, how do I say it, a mock exam for your A levels. The game at the Emirates. They beat us in the mocks, and we kind of think, you know what, we've got to work a bit hard to win the league. But that was when the first doubt went in my mind.
Do you know where I thought we lost that league? Yeah, we were 2-0 up at Anfield. Yeah, and I said, as soon as that second goal went in, I said, get Zinchenko off this fucking pitch now. Bring Tierney on. And then as soon as they equalised, Firmino off the bench, he then subbed straight away Zinchenko off for Tierney. I thought you were a prick, mate.
And that's when Jack had done that madness, didn't he, on Trent as well?
Yeah.
Jack has shat himself because Kanate went in after him, and Jack and a big guy who thinks he's hard saw a real hard man and shat his bed.
Yeah.
Big up to Dylan, right?
The West Ham done me. The West Ham done me them 2 set pieces.
We were there in the stands. The minute Saka missed that penalty, we all thought, well, bloody hell, if they get an equaliser now. But even then, you didn't really know. But I just had a feeling that when we were 3-1 down against Southampton, they got a 3-3, and I saw Gabby Magalhaes on the floor, spread eagled. I thought, yeah, we've won the league. If he's lying like that and he's depressed, he knows the league's done.
Mm.
And mathematically, he wasn't.
See, but this is what worries me. And
they're all lying there like that was the last game of the season. They give it a good go, but we couldn't quite get over the line.
This is what's worrying me this season. At the moment, we're not worried because it's going well, and but our fixtures now, our fixtures and Man City's fixtures are pretty similar. We've got Chelsea still to play at home. They're going to want to come and upset the apple cart. Their manager can't stand us now because we fucking encroached on their side.
Yeah, he was fucking crying like a bitch. Oh, you came in our half. It's our fucking pitch.
He wants to get one over on us because he really thought he was going to knock us out the Carabao Cup.
Well, don't leave that door open like he did last Tuesday.
And listen, no matter how crap Spurs are, at the end of the day, it's an North London derby. Anything, it's on the day, isn't it? We've got to go there.
Well, they're going to try it. They're going to try it
and one of the tricky games to go to because they might need it to win to stay. They might need to win to stay in the Premier League.
I would say it. I knew you were going to say West Ham.
Yeah, but do you know what though? We need West Ham to beat Man United. We need them to stay up and drag Tottenham right into that because they're only 6 behind Tottenham.
Yeah, but it's the worst place to go. Them sort of grounds are the worst. That honestly, that club is the worst place to go if you need a point, if you need to win.
Yeah. Look, Man United are going to wallop them tomorrow. They're going to wallop them. They're going to give them 6 of the best from.
I don't know. Fucking Man United play football. So Chelsea were playing football against them. Yeah, they fucking carved Chelsea to shreds.
West Ham have got something about them at the moment, haven't they?
They've won 3 on their last 5.
Very you know, everything with West Ham, right? Is that I think they'll stay up because I think they'll win their 6-pointers against the teams in a they played Nottingham Forest. What happened there? But I fancy now if West Ham.
No, I think you go down. I think you'll go down to the last couple of games. This is what I'm saying. When we play them, I think they might need points against us.
Mm.
That's the worry.
City have got an easier running. I'm just looking at both our fixtures side by side. Yeah, we got Brentford. They got Fulham. Yeah, then we have Wolves. They ain't got a game. Then when we play Tottenham,
when do they get to play Crystal Palace then?
Because that Palace game. Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Because they on the game in the March the 21st, we got Wolves and
been rescheduled yet.
They got Crystal Palace. They got Crystal Palace at home. So when do they play their Crystal Palace game?
I don't think it's been rescheduled. It's got a blank next to it, no blank mark. Fuck knows. When we play Tottenham, they play Newcastle. We're away, they're at home. Then we play at home against Chelsea, and then they play Leeds away. Yeah. But when we play Chelsea straight after the Tottenham game, they got Leeds away.
Yeah.
Then we play Brighton, they got Forest. Then we got Everton, they got West Ham. Then we play each other in the cup. Then we play Bournemouth, they got Chelsea away. Then we play each other in the league. Then we play Newcastle, they got Burnley away. Then we got Fulham at home, they got Everton away. Then we got West Ham away, they got Brentford at home. Then we got Burnley at home, they got Bournemouth away. Then we got Palace away. They got Villa at home last day. Yeah. But they obviously need to play Palace somewhere in between there.
Question I've got to all you guys.
Their fixtures are pretty
but has this Man City team got the same minerals that they had in 2023 and 24? You know, 2 seasons.
Run.
In 24,
they've shown minerals coming back against Liverpool, haven't they? They've shown their minerals coming back against you. So you don't know
this Man City side.
They've been there.
Because Haaland, he's in a bit of a rut in terms of his goal scoring.
Yeah, he can
Semenyo seems to be the one who's new to the team in the bright spot. But can they go on a 10-game run? Because if they win 10 games, obviously there's 13 games, but they go on a run when they win 10 games and we start trotting points, the league's theirs. But have they got that in their arse? I
don't think they have.
I don't think they have, but I don't think we have either.
No. Remember when we took it to the last day of the season? Neither of us are doing that shit in terms of 14 or 15 wins out of 16. That ain't nothing.
No. We're going and we're sort of putting about 2 or 3 runs.
Do you think that's because both teams are highly likely? Do you think the Champions League is going to have effect on that? This format?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, the thing is, the way we play in Europe is so much better than how we play in the league.
The only trouble is now in Europe, where we've been in a situation where we can rest players because we've earned the right to by qualifying fairly easy. We can't do that now in the knockout phase. We've got to play our full team in the knockout stage and our full team in the Premier League. This is what I'm saying. If you look at it, people go on about the amount of squad depth we've got. And as Lee said, our squad depth is okay to rotate when there's nothing on the game or we're 2-0 up. They're fine to come in then. But if you've got to rely on them from the start, week in, week out, there lies the problem.
Well, look at Jesus. That's a prime example, yeah? Everyone was getting on Gyökeres's case.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, now Jesus is back. Start Jesus. What the fuck's he done since he's come back?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, cool. He scored a couple of goals the other week, but let's be real. He was fucking awful at the weekend.
Exactly.
If Gyökeres did that performance, they'd be on his case.
We know this. We know this. This is what I'm saying. I've been on the fence with Gyökeres. I still want to see a bit more. I'm not 100% convinced. But what I am convinced about is that he starts instead of Havertz and Jesus up front.
Yeah.
And we find a way, whether that's playing Havertz in the 10, we find a way to make him score goals.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm still on the fence as in whether I rate him highly enough, but I'd play him and let's find a way how to make him score goals. But this is what I'm saying. What Kenny said, the Champions League, it's going to have a massive effect on us because we now can't rotate now. We've got to go all out in the Champions League and the Premiership. And this is when people talk madness about winning the quadruple, it's the hardest thing to do. That's why no one's never done it. You can't do that. And you certainly can't do it when you've got Eze only giving you 40%, Madueke in and out the game, Martinelli in and out the game, Trossard in and out the game.
I think Norgard's played less than 40 minutes of Premier League football this season.
Yeah. If you're going to win trebles...
Ben White's not 100% fit. Can't play 5 games in a row. Calafiori's the same. Can never stay fit for 5 games.
No, exactly. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to win trebles and major titles, you've got to have your players coming in and giving you 8, 9 out of 10 performances week in, week out. Not just 1 or 2, everyone. And we haven't got that.
Why don't we just concentrate on the priority, which is the league, and use the other ones?
I think that's what he'll do, Kenny.
Afters, afters. Like I said, you had a nice bit of jello fries with chicken and a bit of steak.
No pork chops.
And after, when you have your afters, you have a bit of angel in it. You know that angel.
I think that's what we'll do. I think that's what we'll do.
A bit of angel.
I think
angel back in the day. After, for your afters, have a bit of that. That's what the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Carling Cup, Carabao Cup is. Yeah. Is angel and a bit of jelly, but the main course is the league.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I still think we're in a good position to win the league. It's down to us, though. It's down to us.
It'll show whether this manager's learned anything, or whether these players have got the fucking nuts and putting them on the table. Hopefully, they ain't got spotted dicks. I think that was a good fucking afters back in the day, wasn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
I'll take the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, people in the chat are probably thinking, "What the fuck's he talking about?" Google it. It's a dessert.
Well, Hen Laguna. Yeah, I do mean Angel Delight. Come on, mate. You know the score, mate. Angel Delight. Back in the day, we don't really Hen Laguna. So Hen Laguna, bit of a, like I said, Angel Delight. Back in the day in the 70s and 80s when you had Angel Delight for your
Angel
afters.
Delight.
Angel Delight had that nice sugary taste, lovely.
Yeah,
bit of jelly with that as well. Lovely. But that's the Carling Cup, Champions League, and the FA Cup. The main course is the league. We've got to win this league. That's got to be our priority.
Oh, we've got to win it. I think
the priority should be the League Cup because it's the first trophy. But then after that, all out for the league. We've got to obviously keep winning before we get to the League Cup.
I've got to be honest. I'll be absolutely shocked if we don't win the Premiership. I think we'll win a strong position. I really do.
I do, but it's the mentality of these players now. Yeah, because look at the other week.
I'm just cautious.
Look at the week. Look when we played Man United the other week. Gabriel looked like he'd seen a fucking ghost at full time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like he's probably thinking, "What the fuck? Here we go again." Yeah, and it's nice that he's putting some good performances since then because I thought he was dog shit in that Man U game. We are going to wrap this up. Villarreal's just kicked off 2.5 minutes after it's supposed to kick off. Welcome to Spain, guys. Big up, Dylan. If Man United win tomorrow and Arsenal lose or draw versus Brentford, there'll be 9 or 10 points in it with you and United. Do you know how fucking mad that is? And they've been shit for how long?
Man United. I mean,
if they finish second, fold this league. Yeah, I'll be serious.
They got no pressure. They got one game at a time. Their goal is
my God.
they got a basic goal, top 4.
And any of their fans that gas up finishing second, if they finish second, I don't want to hear nothing from you again because you've been taking the piss out of us. We finished second. And we ain't been saying that, but our fan base.
I sleep well at life. I sleep well at night because Man United are not my rivals. They're your rivals, not mine.
They're my rivals.
They're my rivals.
Yeah.
Big up to SG, man. Unpopular opinion, Foden is overrated. Foden is overrated. He's a good player. He's massively overrated. But when he's on it, unplayable, mate. He ain't on it.
He's a good player.
Big up to you, man. Big up to Joseph Connor Golden as well. 61 months, brother. That's relentless.
Big up, Joseph, man. What's
DJB's favourite, Henderson. Big up Lee and DJ and Kenny.
Come on,
Jordan
Joseph.
Henderson. He's going to be on the plane, mate. We all know he's on the plane. We know he's going to America.
And Laguna, I like peach Melba Angel. That was lovely, but I preferred the strawberry one.
He likes strawberry. Angel Delight.
Fucking hell. I ain't had that fucking. Is that even still a thing? Do they even still do it? Can you still buy it?
I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to find a pack of Angel Delight and bring it to you, Kenny. One home game. I'm telling you. There you go.
Hey, come on! You got more chance. You've got more chance of finding golden one, cheese and onion, than you have getting.
You can still buy it. I just googled it. They sell it in Tesco.
Yeah,
what, golden one.
Strawberry as well. Strawberry.
Yeah, Angel Delight. You can.
Yeah, Tesco.
What about golden? What's happened to Golden Wonder, Chris? What's all this Walker's rubbish? I like a bit of Golden Wonder.
Yeah, what's happened to Golden Wonder? Cheese and onion, Golden Wonder. The best crisp ever.
70s and 80s.
100%, Kenny. I agree with you, my friend.
Over, isn't it?
You can get Angel Delight everywhere.
Yeah, Sainsbury's, Tesco, Morrison's, Asda, online. Get them in for it.
What them pies you get in the tin? Frey Bentos, they were nice. Can you still get them and all?
I
the old Frey Bentos.
I don't know.
You can still buy Golden Wonder. They sell them in Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison, Asda, and Iceland.
Really?
Yeah, they sell them in Home Bargains, Poundland, Spar, Nisa, Farm Foods.
You need to go shopping.
They still have Spar.
Spar's massive in Spain. Spar's everywhere in Spain.
When's the last time you went into a supermarket, Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny don't go out. He just gets his food delivered.
No, I don't. There's a nice. I like Sainsbury's because they do like nice bit of chicken, and I'll be able to cook some of my dinners there. But
do you know the best supermarket for the salad bars they have? You go and fill your fucking thing up.
Yeah,
the best one's Morrison's by a mile.
Oh yeah.
Morrison's is quality.
Yeah, Morrison. But every supermarket I've been to, I can't find. I don't know about you guys. Every supermarket I've been to, I can't find Golden Wonder. So I need. If anyone in the chat can help me get some Golden Wonder going, I'll be very grateful.
Yeah. Right, we're on a mission. Feed the Kenny. Feed the Kenny Golden Wonder.
Right, so I need Angel Delight and Golden Wonder.
Angel Delight, Golden Wonder. There we go.
Sorted. Cheese and onion, Golden Delight. No, cheese and onion, Golden Delight. I've lost the plot. It's the pressure. I'm thinking about Thursday already.
The cheese and onion with green flavour packet. Walker's is blue.
Cheese and onion.
I've never understood that. I've never understood why they do
cheese and onion was always in the green packet.
Green packet.
Yeah, Kenny, I've got you a link. 79p, mate. I've got you a link right now. Cheese and onion, Golden Wonder. There's 29 units left. Buy them all, Kenny.
I'm going to do it.
Hopefully in the private chat. No, that's mad. We are going to wrap. I'm getting onto this Villarreal watch along. There you go, Kenny. I've put the link in there. I
have to admit, Jason McNeil, I see where you're coming from when you say like the main call should be the Carabao Cup because it's it's the first trophy we can win. So I get where you're coming from, Jason, mate.
Yeah, Kenny, they're on Tesco website. I'll give you Tesco website, Kenny.
Yeah, send it over. Yeah,
cheese and onion, fucking 6 packets, Kenny. 6 little packets, £1.50. Can't go wrong with that.
£1.50. Oh, I've got to make sure. I've got to make. Oh, facts said it. I've got to make sure.
Use the second one. Use the second one.
£10 delivery though, Kenny.
I 6 packets, fucking £1.50. You might as well buy 10 loads of that. Buy 10 lots of that, Kenny. Cost you 15 quid, just stacked for weeks, mate.
I'll tell you what, Kenny. You buy a job's worth, and on the parade, you can give me a bag.
Yeah, just start handing them out.
I'll do that, should I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing now, man. But this season is going to be very, very, very exciting in terms of like. But I don't want to be the bridesmaids. I want to be the like, I don't want to be like the girl with a nice personality. I want us to be like, Cinderella. I want us to be Cinderella.
Yeah.
We will go to the ball.
I don't.
Yeah, I want the glass slipper to fit an athlete, not Man City's.
I wouldn't want to see the size of the glass slipper that fits your feet.
Well, I'm a size 12. I'm a size 12. I'm a size 12. So any glass slippers out there, my size is 12.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, in all jokes aside, if we don't win this Premier League, I don't know what I'm going to be at. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'll just go full time on the other channel.
I don't know what I'm going to do, Lee. Seriously, I really don't. It'll kill me. It'll kill me.
I think, because I think psychologically we will have nothing left.
It'll be done. These players will be done.
You won't even be able to change the tyres because the car's done. The car's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Big up to Luz as well, man. And here's another pint for the Villarreal game. Gosh, thank you very much, brother. I've got a couple of cans left in the fridge. I might have to
tennis DJB, topside Highbury. You're not wrong. I'll do a tennis channel or something, or a cricket channel.
Do a bit of cricket. Yeah, do a bit of cricket. Big up to everyone locked in, man. It's going to redirect over to this Villarreal game. It's all Villarreal at the minute. There should be 1-0 up already, but they're all over Espanyol. Should be a good game. They've got a corner. But DJ, bless up, man. Always a pleasure.
Yes,
what you got coming up, mate?
It's been a really good stream tonight. Really enjoyed it. Spoke about the game. Spoke about loads. Even sort of brushed onto the World Cup, which is good because it's coming. It's coming our way. It's going to be a nice summer. I think I've got OGs with Aaron later. Thursday night, obviously, there won't be no extra time show, me and Kenny, because of the Brentford game. Wednesday, the mingle with Normski on Wednesday.
Oh, fucking hell. What a goal that would have been.
We'll be going over the Man City game and looking ahead to the Brentford game. So come and join me for that. And, all good, my friend. All good as usual. And then Sunday, back round to the sit-back session. So big up to everyone. All good
bless
stuff.
up, man.
Kenny, been awesome.
Make sure you follow DJ's channel as well. It's pinned, DJB.
Well, tomorrow we're going to sort of get down to one of my places, do some maintenance work. So that'll be done. Obviously, Jez, I miss you today, but like I said, I'm glad you're watching the background, and I'll see you next week.
Big up, Jez.
Big up, Jez.
Big up, Jez, every time, man.
And then obviously on Thursday I'm going to be at Griffin Park. I don't think my friends are going to be allow me to go on the pitch because of with TNT, the blonde-haired woman, Peter Crouch. He's taller than me, but I'm bigger and harder. But I don't even he would keep me away from the pitch. And then obviously on Sunday we've got Wigan, we've got the mighty Wigan with all 5 of their fans are going to come to the come into the away end. All 5 of you.
Depends if the rugby's on or not.
What rugby league?
if the rugby's on, they won't see many Wigan fans. But listen, we're welcome. We're welcome to the
rugby and no rugby. They only bring 5 fans anyway.
I'm taking my boots. I might get a game set against Wigan.
Bring your boots, guys. Bring your shin pads.
Hey, do you think I might get a game at centre half?
Oh, Jam Boys just reminded me. Sorry, I forgot. We're back with the retro show tomorrow as well. Make sure you tune into the retro. Me and Shane Gooner tomorrow night as well.
There you go. Make sure you follow DJB. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. It's going to redirect over to this Villarreal game on Lee Reacts. Get subbing over there because if we don't win this league, mate, I'll be full time on that channel.
You know what? Let's have a bet. Let's do a bit of it. Let's do a bit of spot betting. Let's see how many corners we can get on Sundays. Let's have a bet on how many corners they get on Sunday.
Well, fucking mate, they're used to rugby, so we should deal with them.
Be interesting team. Be interesting team selection, wouldn't it? But hey ho.
Yeah, man. Right, listen, it's going to redirect. Wait, what? Shoot, 1-0 Espanyol.
Wow.
He's given a foul. He's already had a foul. Right, I'm going. This game's end to end. Fucking shots everywhere. This is
Go and enjoy it.
The first 10 minutes of this game, the manager of Espanyol looks like Phil Mitchell. Big fucking he does. Looks a bit like Phil Mitchell. Right, we're gone. Love to everyone inside. Appreciate it.
Yeah, big up. Bless
Other
everyone.
channel. I'll be there in 90 seconds. Love.